Hey folks, welcome to another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. This time around, I'll be checking out Samuel Adams Double Agent IPL, 5% alcohol by volume, brewed and bottled by the Boston Beer Company of Boston, Massachusetts in the United States of America. Now, this is a brew that I stumbled upon a couple of weeks ago at the Brew House Brisbane in their little bottle shop there. It wasn't something that I was seeking out, but because I was familiar with the good name of Samuel Adams, I decided to check it out. So it's been chilling in the fridge for some time, as you could imagine, so I'm most keen to crack it open and give it a try. I'll use the trusty Star Trek bottle opener. Thought I'd use that again this time. And I'll give it a pour into this lovely Spiegelau tulip glass. I really enjoy drinking beers out of this glass. Alright, so there we go. So let's make an assessment of the appearance. Well, the appearance is a slightly hazy, golden orange colour. There's a decent amount of carbonation there. I can definitely see bubbles streaming to the top. I sort of need to hold it up to the light over there to see that, but yeah, it's moderately carbonated, but a beautiful golden orange colour. Looks lovely. Yeah, we've got I think when I poured it I had nearly 3 fingers of very frothy looking off-white head, but yeah, it subsided to just a little over a finger now. So anyway, but I must say that still looks pretty darn good. Very enticing. Alright, so onto the aroma. Alright, well, as expected, it's very fruity. Yeah, very fruity. I'm picking up some, pine notes there. Some passion fruit. Some citrus. Yeah, there's no kind of malt detectable there, but doesn't really surprise me. For this style, a India Pale Lager. It would actually be the first India Pale Lager I've ever tried. So yes, a definite first for SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer, or SwillinGrog himself. Alright, well, anyway, we've talked about the lovely appearance and the fruity aroma, so that could only mean that it's time for the most important part of the review, that taste test. So, cheers to you all. Well, it's got a very crisp, clean, drying finish. Those, fruity notes, from the hops, are very much present. It's definitely, got, some bitterness about it. That certainly, lingers in the palate. But, yeah, now that I'm kind of trying to focus a little bit more on, where that malt is, I am kind of starting to pick it up in its residual taste. Yeah, so there is some malt presence there, but let's have another gulp, folks. Alright, well, it's still, holding that taste profile. It's a very hop-forward brew, but yeah, there's a definite, malt presence there, which kind of balances out nicely. I think it's certainly a brew for the hop heads. It's part of some hopology collection that Samuel Adams must be doing in the States that we're not exactly privy to here in Australia. But I must say that for my first IPL, I'm rather enjoying it. What would I say in terms of its drinkability? Well, it's quite drinkable. Is it something that I could session? Perhaps not. But, that's just my own personal preference. I'm not a big fan of the the hop forward brews. I like my brews to be very malt forward. But it's I could have a couple of these and enjoy them. If you are a hophead, it's certainly one that you could session at 5% ABV. I won't talk about the price point because, I mean, where I bought it from, there was no carton price or no six-pack price. It was sold, by the bottle. So, I really did pay through the nose for it. But, that's kind of the way it goes with craft brews in Australia, unfortunately. I'd imagine that even in the States, this would be, a pricier sort of a brew. But if you want to check out something like really different, well, this is certainly well worth a try. Very interesting style, I must say. Alright, well, I think it's time for me to wrap this up and have my final gulp and give it a score out of 10. Alright, well, all in all, it's a very refreshing brew that, I can't find anything, offensive about flavour-wise. It's, definitely, something different, and I'm glad that I had the pleasure of trying it. I mean, I don't really have anything much to compare it to, being that it is the first IPL I've tried, but I'd be more than happy to give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for Samuel Adams Double Agent IPL. Check it out if you do stumble upon it. Anyhow, that does bring us to the end of yet another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. So, until next time, folks, fare thee well, all.